Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight in the card closet. Well, I've got a little catching up to do with mail days from the past couple of weeks. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to show you tonight that's arrived lately, and I think you're going to enjoy it. There's a lot of different stuff here. Should be too much of a surprise, some of it, if you know what I collect. Starting off, I won a couple contests. So there's Jeff Airtime. I don't know if you're familiar with his channel or not, but you should definitely check it out. Every Sunday morning, he has a trivia show, and he asks, 12 trivia questions every week, and if you get one right, then you get a prize. And usually it is some pretty brutal competition in that contest because these guys can type fast. So even though half the time I know the answer, I just can't be the first one in. But this past Sunday morning, the question was which former Red Sox outfielder, two-time All-Star Red Sox outfielder, went on to be a truck driver in NASCAR trucks, a racer in NASCAR trucks, and I got in with Mike Greenwell and just beat the other guy in by a split second. So here's what Jeff sent me for a prize. It says, thanks for participating in Sunday morning trivia, Jeff Airtime. And it looks like that is a quote from Ephesians 4, verse 4. So yeah, very, very apropos, being it's Sunday morning trivia. Hadn't heard that verse before. And then my prize is these two cards. You never know what you're going to get. This is my first time winning, but these are incredible. He is big into the Sports Illustrated for Kids cards and is doing videos on his sets of these. And he sent me an Albert Pujols. So thank you, Jeff. That's great. And then this one, Elite Extra Edition of Junior Severino, Auto, Refractor. It's really cool. I live right here in Minnesota Twins country, so this is great. Thank you, Jeff, very much for those. I also got second place in a contest that Jeremy was doing. Congrats on the win. Thank you for your support of my channel. Looking forward to seeing more videos from you. Congrats on 100. Jeremy, IPTTM. And I don't remember the occasion, Jeremy. Was it your 125th, possibly, subscriber contest? And I got second place. Which was, winner was determined by leaving a video and then getting your name drawn when the wheel spun, having it land on your name. So I've got here a 1934 Gaudi of Frankie Fritsch, and his first prize was a Willie Mays auto. So it looks like this is altered. It's PSA certified, but it's altered in some way. So I might have to hold it up to my 34 Red Sox that I have and see if it's maybe trimmed. Looks like it might be a little narrow on the bottom. You know, usually you add the right and the left, and they should, like if they both look narrow, or if the top and the bottom both look narrow, then there's a likelihood that it was trimmed. But this card's great because I'm a big stats buff, and I really have gotten into or used to read up on all the players from the 1920s who played into the 30s. Some of them played into the 40s a little bit. But there were a ton of players like Frankie Fritsch that put up some big statistics in that era, especially when it comes to hits and batting average and stats like that. And Frankie Fritsch was one of those guys I remember reading about. I forget how many hits he's got, maybe 2,800 and something, if I'm going back about 15 years here, but I'm thinking 2,800 something for Frankie Fritsch, maybe 2,900. And so not too long ago, I decided that I was going to try to get a playing day card of each of those players that I really admired from that era. And Frankie Fritsch is on my list. So I now have a playing day card of Frank Fritsch. So that one's knocked off. So other ones I want to get would be players like Mel Ott, Chuck Klein, Lefty O'Doul, Ducky Medwick, Harry Heilman, some of those guys that were studs back then. So thank you very much, Jeremy. Appreciate your contest. So go check out Jeff Airtime and Jeremy IPTTM. They have great channels. Let's see, what should I show next? This right here was my Valentine's gift from my wife. She, in my Valentine's card, had said, buy yourself X dollars worth of cards. So I had previously, not too long before that, done some orders on Beckett. So I went to Beckett, and I knew right away I wanted this card right here. Nick Van Exel, 93-94 Finest Refractor. It's a rookie card, and it's the last Laker card I needed from that year. And then, as you know, if you're buying on Beckett.com, you really need a centerpiece card, $10, $15, $20 card to make an order around, kind of to be the centerpiece of your order. Otherwise, you're just paying for a lot of 50-cent cards, and the shipping never gets worth it. So what I did was just bought a bunch of other cards from my team set builds for the Lakers in here. I won't show them all. They're just, a lot of them are commons. But the particular vendor I bought these from was Jim and Steve's. There's their business card. I've bought from them several times over the years on Beckett. I've never had an issue with them. So I recommend them. All right, so then I also had a COMC box come just the other day. Actually, it came today. And I had been looking for, doing some research on Red Sox refractors. So I think, as you know, my goal is to get a refractor card of as many Red Sox players as I can. And I'd kind of been limiting myself to Bowman's Best and Finest refractors. But then I did some research, and there were some cards I didn't really collect at the time. But there are refractor cards of additional players. If you look in Topps Pristine, Bowman's Sterling, and Bowman's Platinum. So I picked up a bunch of those that I could find that I didn't have refractor cards yet for. So Hanley Ramirez is one of those. I think this is 2003 Topps Pristine refractor. Kevin Youkilis from the same series. And then a bunch of Bowman Sterling. These are going to be very rookie-centric. Just going to show you them. Some of these guys didn't have great careers. Hideki Okajima, he made a name for himself. Probably recognize that name. Felix Doubront. He was pretty prominent in the Red Sox 2013 run. A few more like that here. Got a Trot Nixon, Bowman's Best refractor from 95, which I didn't have yet. And some more from Bowman Platinum, Bowman Sterling. So there you have that. Also picked up some Sapphire cards. Betts, not on the Red Sox anymore. This year, it's really hard to see that, well, what we're now probably calling the cracked ice look. It's really hard to pick up the cracked ice on this card because of the dark background. Here's a Bogarts one a couple years earlier. So I think those cracked ice are really pretty. Picked up a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here. So continuing my set build for the Star basketball sets from the mid-'80s. I'm also trying to put together a 10-11 set. And really the only brand to choose from that year is Donruss. So one card in there that's cool is LeBron James. 10-11 Donruss. Got a bunch of refractor cards of Lakers, Some of the old timers that were in modern sets. Eddie Jones, I mean, sometimes you forget that Eddie Jones was an all-star guard for the Lakers before Kobe came around. This is a Julius Randle Silver Prism rookie. This is the one I mentioned a few videos back, a long time ago maybe, that I had picked up on the new auction format that COMC is doing on eBay. And then for a 45-cent fee, I was able to have this put into my COMC basket, along with other cards I was already getting. So I saved all the shipping on that for that 45-cent fee. Some Kobe cards in here. Team set building. You know, like I'd mentioned before, I put all these Kobe cards into my basket, or actually had purchased them and just had them sitting at COMC waiting to be shipped. These all got put in there the week prior to Kobe's death. Not that any of these are that valuable. And then just some more modern Lakers there. Got a couple additions to my Steelers refractors. So this was the last finest refractor I needed for the Steelers that year. These are the gold, rare, uncommon refractor versions of these last two here that I'm showing. Pick these all up in the order. So I believe I have all the Steelers Finest Refractors cards now from the 90s. Then here's one I bought on eBay the other day just because I wanted a Devlin Hodges refractor card of some kind. And I do kind of prefer my refractor cards not to have autos on them. I like autos, but I like my refractor cards to be just refractor cards. So this actually was pretty reasonably priced. Most of what you find for Devlin Hodges out on eBay is an auto version of a card. I picked up several tall boys for that 70-71 set build. Some Steeler silver prisms from this year of retired players. And then this Kobe Revolution is just going to kind of be a teaser for a future video. I did get a whole stack of Panini Revolution, all different years and all different parallels, including a galactic. So I'm going to go into those in more detail in a future video because I'm really into those. I love them. And I think that's everything. So thanks for sticking with me here. Looks like I'm over 13 minutes. Sorry about that. Tried to show everything quickly. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Check out those channels, Jeff Airtime and Jeremy IPTTM. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.